हेलो दोस्तों, आपका मेरे चैनल द नॉलेज अड्डा में स्वागत है। दोस्तों, जैसे कि आपको पता होगा कुछ समय पहले मीन्स आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट 2020 इंडियन गवर्नमेंट ने न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी लॉन्च की थी कि इंडियन एजुकेशन सिस्टम को रिफॉर्म किया जा सके, इसको सुधारा जा सके। और इसमें जो मेजर कंट्रीब्यूट था वो था यूजीसी का। यूजीसी मीन्स यूजीसी ग्रांट कमीशन का। बट बिफोर दैट UGC also suggested and recommended to all the Indian university and higher educational institute to adopt choice-based grading system. So most of the university have already adopted choice-based grading system, but still there are some university who trying to adopt choice-based grading system, and still now they are not successful to implementing it because it's requires a lot of things. So in this video, I will discuss why choice-based grading system is required and what term and condition you must have to follow to implement choice-based grading system. So basically this video contain why choice-based grading system is required and what are advantages of choice-based grading system and important keywords, because if you are going to implement choice based grading system in your organization, so definitely there are some keyword you must know about those. If you are aware about those keywords, so definitely you can implement easily and also you can give information to others. And what are outlines of choice based grading system and what procedure we should follow to implement choice based grading system means what is standard grading system which is recommended by University Grant Commission, and how you can calculate SGPA and CGPA, and one of and most important thing, what should be format for transcript or grade sheet or mark sheet, because this is also important because nowadays we can find various type of mark sheet where you can find numbers and grading system also. Some grade sheet contain only grading system, so there are a lot of things. So in this video, I will discuss each and every point. So as we know, Ministry of Human Resource Development, Government of India has already released the new education policy 2020. The University Grant Commission contributed more to develop new education policy, and the UGC has already taken several steps to bring equity, efficiency, and academic excellence in national higher education system. So these include various components such as innovation, improvement in course curriculum, introduction of paradigm shift in learning, teaching pedagogy, and most importantly, examination and evaluation. Because this is required. If we are not looking at examination and evaluation system, means we are lagging somewhere. And the education system plays a very important role building of any nation. If education system of any nation is strong, definitely that country is progressing positively. If your education system is bad, means we are lagging behind and also we are not competing and the international platform. That's why Indian government launched new education policy. That's why UGC recommended all university and higher educational institute to implement choice-based grading system. So there are quite large number of educational institutes who are giving very good education in our country. As like you can take example of IIT, IIM, NIT. There are some central university, also state university, and also some private university. They are giving very good education and also improving the education system of India. So majority of them have entered recently into semester system to match with international education pattern, because if we are discussing international education pattern means we are discussing about choice based grading system, semester system also. तो पहले क्या था हमारे यहाँ की एनुअली सारी चीजें होती थी, साल में एक परीक्षा होती थी, बट अब ये पैटर्न धीरे धीरे चेंज हो रहा है और नाउ एवरीथिंग इज जस्ट चेंज इन यू नो in a semester system. So the problem with our present education system before the choice-based credit system produces young mind lacking knowledge, confidence, value, and skill, because they have, you know, there is no knowledge, Reason behind that, there is no relationship between what we are studying and what required in employment. So that is major problem कि हम क्या पढ़ रहे हैं उसकी एम्प्लॉयमेंट में ज़रूरत है या नहीं है, क्योंकि अगर आप सिंपल सा एग्जांपल लें, अगर आप कंप्यूटर साइंस के बच्चे की बात करें, अगर वो इंजीनियरिंग ड्राइंग पढ़ रहा है, इंजीनियरिंग ग्राफिक्स पढ़ रहा है, मैथ में कुछ ऐसे भी सब्जेक्ट वो पढ़ रहा है जैसे इलेक्ट्रॉनिक, हमें नहीं लगता कि जब वो प्रोग्रामिंग करने जाएगा तो उसको ईडी जरूरत पड़ेगी, इंजीनियरिंग ग्राफिक्स जरूरत पड़ेगी। बेसिकली उसको फोकस करना है सी प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज पे कि हाउ टू राइट प्रोग्राम, डॉट नेट टेक्नोलॉजी, इस पे फोकस करना है, क्योंकि यही इसकी स्किल डेवलप करेगी एंड दिस इज रिक्वायर्ड टू गेट employment. So the main reason behind that is complete lack of relationship between education, employment, and skill development in the conventional education system. So our present education system requires some reform and need to focus on innovation and provides the skill to young minds which help them to get employment. So majority of Indian higher educational institutes have been following marks or percentage based on the evaluation system, which obstruct the flexibility for students to subject course of their choice and their mobility of different institution. तो आज भी सिनारियो में देखा जाए तो मोस्टली यूनिवर्सिटी क्या आती है कि जो भी बच्चे के परफॉर्मेंस है वो मार्क्स और परसेंटेज में इवेलुएट करते हैं। इससे क्या होता है कि ये बच्चे को रोकती है कि जिससे बच्चा एक इंस्टीट्यूट से दूसरे इंस्टीट्यूट में मूव नहीं कर सकता, अपनी चॉइस के वो सिलेक्ट सब्जेक्ट सेलेक्ट नहीं कर सकता। तो दिस इज ऑल प्रॉब्लम इन आवर conventional education system. So there is a need to allow the flexibility education system so that a student, depending upon their interest and aims, can choose interdisciplinary and skill-based course. तो बेसिकली अगर हम बच्चे में कुछ डेवलपमेंट चाहते हैं तो हमें बच्चों को छूट देनी पड़ेगी कि बच्चा अपने अनुसार, अपने इंटरेस्ट के अनुसार कोई भी सब्जेक्ट चूज कर सके, चाहे वो इंटरडिसिप्लिनरी हो, चाहे इंटरडिसिप्लिनरी हो या स्किल बेस्ड कोर्स हो। So this can be only possible when choice-based grading system is adopted. अगर कोई यूनिवर्सिटी अडॉप्ट करती है then everything is possible because the choice-based grading system not only offer opportunities and avenue to learn core subject but also exploring additional avenues of learning beyond the core subject for holistic development of an individual. So the choice-based grading system has more advantage over disadvantage. So first is just shift the focus from teacher-centric to student-centric. Student may undertake as much as credit they cope with. Basically, what happen? चॉइस बेस्ड सिस्टम में क्या होता है कि ये सब कुछ स्टूडेंट की कैपेबिलिटी पर डिपेंड करता है। सपोज हमारा किसी भी कोर्स के लिए मिनिमम क्रेडिट है 20, ओके, तो स्टूडेंट कैन चूज 22 क्रेडिट, 24 क्रेडिट, जितना क्रेडिट वो चूज कर सकता है, जितना वो कोप अप कर सके, मीन उसको कर सके। इसमें क्या है कि स्टूडेंट कैन अर्न मोर एंड मोर क्रेडिट। So choice-based credit system allows students to choose interdisciplinary courses, skill-oriented papers according to their flexibility and need and interest. कहने का मतलब है कि बच्चा कोई अगर कंप्यूटर साइंस पढ़ रहा है, अगर उसे केमिस्ट्री में इंटरेस्ट है, then he or she can choose that chemistry also. Someone is doing BSc physics chemistry and if interested to learn computer, so also he or she can choose computers. So this is basically advantage of choice-based grading system. And choice-based grading system make education broad-based at par with global standard. One can take credit for combining, unique combination. For example, physics with economics, microbiology with chemistry, or environment science. CBCS offer flexibility for students to study at different times at different institutions to complete one course. Credit earned at one institution can be transferred. So these are, you know, a very great advantage of uh, CBCS. One is student one can take credit by combining unique combination means physics with economics. This flexibility provide choice-based credit system. Second, choice-based credit system offer flexibility for students study at different times, different institute to complete one course. Means someone, कोई स्टूडेंट है उसने ए में एडमिशन लिया फिजिक्स फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर, सेकेंड सेमेस्टर में वो बी में भी वो कोर्स कंप्लीट कर सकता है. मीन्स ही or she can change the institute and credit can be transferred also. So there are some disadvantage of choice-based grading system also. Difficult to estimate the exact mark. Means when we are talking about grading system, suppose uh, just I'm taking example. This is A plus, means marks of a student is between 8 to 89. So we have no idea how many marks a student has scored. Okay, we can find a range but not exact. Workload of teacher may fluctuate. Demand of good infrastructure for education that is not possible for every institute to provide. So now discuss choice-based credit system. The choice base provides an opportunity for students to choose courses from prescribed courses, compromising core, elective, minor, or skill-based course. The courses can be evaluated following the grading system, which is considered to be better than the conventional mark system. Therefore, it is necessary to introduce a uniform grading system in the entire higher education in India. तो करंटली अगर हम बात करें तो हर यूनिवर्सिटी का अपना अपना ग्रेडिंग सिस्टम है जो कि यूनिफॉर्म नहीं है बिकॉज इन दिस केस यूजीसी ऑलरेडी सजेस्टेड ए ग्रेडिंग सिस्टम. यूजीसी उम्मीद करती है कि सारे यूनिवर्सिटी और इंस्टीट्यूट अगर यही ग्रेडिंग सिस्टम फॉलो करते हैं तो देयर विल बी इन्फॉर्मिटी एंड हम एक ही प्लेटफॉर्म पे हर स्टूडेंट को एसेस कर सकते हैं कि विच इज बेटर विच इज बैड. अभी क्या है कि हर यूनिवर्सिटी का ग्रेडिंग सिस्टम अलग है, कोई 10 में देता है, कोई 7 में दे रहा है, कोई 5 में दे रहा है. सबका जो मार्क रेंज है डिफरेंट डिफरेंट है, सबका ग्रेडिंग सिस्टम अलग है. तो यूजीसी है ऑलरेडी recommended a standard grading system and also expecting every university should adopt that grading system so we can stabilize a uniform grading system within all over India. The uniform grading system will also enable potential employer in assessing the performance of the candidate. So in order to bring uniformity in evaluation system and computation of CGPA based on the student performance in examination, the UGC has already formulated guidelines and that guidelines should be followed to make it uniform over all the country. Now, there are some outlines of choice-based credit system. Core courses. Core courses means ये courses उस तरह के होते हैं कि इस कोर्स को स्टूडेंट को पढ़ना ही पड़ेगा टू रिक्वायरमेंट टू कंप्लीट द रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ ए प्रोग्राम. अगर बच्चा कोई बीटेक कंप्यूटर साइंस में पढ़ रहा है तो देयर आर सम कोर्सेज उसको एनी हाउ उसको कोर्सों की स्टडी करना पड़ेगा देन ही या सी विल बी एलिजिबल टू गेट दैट degree. Elective courses means this type of courses are just supporting courses. Means there are bunch of courses. By them, student can choose one or two or three courses as elective courses. Now, digitization and project basically these are in master courses की बात करें या final semester की बात करें there are project and digitization course work also. These are also supportive and this is also required to complete any degree or post graduation. General elective courses means an elective courses chosen generally from un, unrelated discipline means अगर कोई केमिस्ट्री पढ़ रहा है तो किसी अदर डिपार्टमेंट से कोई इलेक्टिव कोर्स पढ़ सकता है टू अर्न मोर क्रेडिट. And there are two important courses. One is ability enhancement courses. The ability enhancement courses may be two kinds. One is ability enhancement compulsory courses, and second is skill enhancement courses. So basically, uh, ability enhancements compulsory courses are the courses based upon the content that leads to knowledge enhancement and these are environmental science and English communication और जनरली ये कोर्सेज सारी यूनिवर्सिटी फॉलो करती है और अपने फर्स्ट और सेकंड सेमेस्टर में इन कोर्सेज को इंक्लूड किया जा सकता है Basically, these type of courses for developing the personality of a student, also improving the communication in school skill. So, if compulsory courses की बात करें तो these are environmental science, English communication, and skill enhancement courses. These courses may be chosen from a pool of courses designed to provide value-based or skill-based knowledge. Now, when you are going to implement a choice-based grading system, so what things you must follow? So the university may be allowed to finally design their own सिलेबई फॉर द कोर एंड इलेक्टिव पर्सन ये सब कुछ डिपेंड होता है यूनिवर्सिटी पे यूनिवर्सिटी कैन डिजाइन दियर core courses and elective courses. There is no any guidelines from the UGC. UGC only suggested some papers name which can be considered under the core paper and which subjects are considered under the elective paper. But it's totally depend upon the university. अगर कोई यूनिवर्सिटी एडअप करना चाहती हैं यूजीसी की लिस्ट में डेफिनेटली दे कैन एडअप एंड दे कैन रिमूव कहने का मतलब है कि अगर कोई प्रोग्राम है इसमें यूजीसी ने कहा है कि भाई ये 10 कोर्सेज है 10 सब्जेक्ट्स हैं जो कोर कोर्सेज के अंदर आना चाहिए ये 5 सब्जेक्ट हैं जो इलेक्टिव के अंदर आना चाहिए अगर कोई यूनिवर्सिटी फील करती है कि नहीं ये कोर्स इलेक्टिव में होना चाहिए और ये कोर में होना चाहिए दे कैन डू इट अगर यूनिवर्सिटी को किसी को अपना कोर्स ऐड करना है दे कैन ऐड अप सो देयर इज नो एनी बाउंडेशन कि आप इस कोर्स को ऐड कर सकते हैं इसको ऐड नहीं कर सकते हैं इट्स टोटली डिपेंड अपॉन द यूनिवर्सिटीज who are implementing choice-based grading system. Only UGC just suggested guidelines to follow that criteria. So, for the introduction of ability enhancement courses, they may divided into two categories. One is ability enhanced compulsory courses. So, this can be English communication, environmental science, and skill enhancement courses. The universities may decide the papers they may want to offer from a common pool of paper decided by UGC or the university. So, may choose such paper themselves in addition to the list of suggested by UGC. Okay, so uh, there are some condition or some suggestion by UGC ki how anyone can complete their degree and how much courses are required to complete that degree. So here are example means an undergraduate degree with honors in a discipline may be awarded if a student complete 14 course papers in that discipline. It is just suggestion. Okay, means एक एग्जाम्पल आप बोल सकते हैं कि जिसी ने एक एग्जाम्पल दिया है कि अगर कोई कोर्स कंप्लीट करता है तो क्या क्या होना चाहिए तो यहाँ पे एग्जाम्पल दिया जा रहा है अंडर ग्रेजुएट प्रोग्राम डिग्री इन साइंस मे बी if a student completes 4 core paper in each 3 discipline of choice, 2 ability minimum 4 skill enhancement courses and 2 paper is from the list of discipline specific elective. ओके और यूजीसी की वेबसाइट पे ये सारी चीज़ें आपको मिल सकती है कि जनरल इलेक्टिव कोर्सेज कौन है डिसिप्लिन इलेक्टिव कोर्सेज कौन है स्किल एनहांसमेंट कोर्सेज कौन है सारी चीज़ें अवेलेबल हैं डिपेंड करता है आप कितना फॉलो करते हैं कितना नहीं करते हैं जैसे अंडर ग्रेजुएट प्रोग्राम डिग्री इन ह्यूमैनिटीज सोशल साइंसेज कॉमर्स 4 कोर पेपर 2 core papers in each English and MIL, 2 SC courses. So everything is given and you can read out this also. And same for any university can include hobby courses, sport, NCC, NSS, vocational courses. So it's totally depend upon the universities. And there is a suggestion from the GC also. A student can opt for more number of elective and ability enhancement elective paper than the proposed under the model curriculum of UGC. However, the total credit score earned will be not exceeded 160 credit for UG honors and 140 credit for UG प्रोग्राम इसको भी हमें ध्यान रखना है बट मिनिमम क्राइटेरिया रिक्वायरमेंट है कि यूजी प्रोग्राम कंप्लीट करने के लिए दैट शुड बी 140 and for UG honors that should be 160. So the the if we are discussing about admission, so it is suggested that wherever required, obtaining 24 credits in a particular discipline may be considered as the minimum eligibility criteria for admission in the concerned discipline for entry to PG Technical. But currently, this is not possible because it's need to be focused. Okay, at least a student have to pass that particular subject, and I think there is no such courses ki by 24 credit any student complete 3 year or 4 year degree. Yes, 1 year degree can be completed as like library sciences there is MLIS, BLIS that can be considered, but it's depend. So currently ignore this. Now talking about most important part, that is examination and assessment. So the higher educational institute are currently following various methods for examination assessment suitable for the courses and program as approved by their respective academic council. Okay, so in assessing the performance of the student in examination, the usual approach is to award marks based on the examination conducted at the various stages like sessional, midterm, semester in examination. So some of the higher institute convert these marks to letter grade based on absolute or relative grading system and award the grades. So there is a marked variation across the college and universities in the number of grades, grade point, letter grades used, which is create difficulties comparing स्टूडेंट अक्रॉस इंस्टीट्यूशन बिकॉज मैंने स्टार्टिंग में बताया था कि हर यूनिवर्सिटी का अपना अपना ग्रेडिंग सिस्टम है, उनका एक मार्क्स रेंज है, उस पर डिपेंड करता है उनका ग्रेड। तो बेसिकली प्रॉब्लम क्या होता है कि हर यूनिवर्सिटी का अलग अलग होने की वजह से ये बहुत ही प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट करता है टू कंपेयरिंग अ स्टूडेंट अक्रॉस द इंस्टीट्यूशन, क्योंकि हमें पता नहीं चलता। जैसे अगर हम यूनिवर्सिटी ए की बात करें तो उनका ग्रेडिंग सिस्टम अलग है, यूनिवर्सिटी बी की अलग है, तो दैट क्रिएट्स रियली प्रॉब्लम। आप कैसे असेस कर सकते हैं क्योंकि आपको पता ही नहीं है। इसलिए जिसने रिकमेंड किया कि सबका ग्रेडिंग सिस्टम एक होना चाहिए जिससे कि हम किसी को भी एसेस कर सकें। So the UGC recommends the following system are to implemented in awarding the grades and CGPA under the credit based semester system. Now there are two methods for awarding grades. One is relative grading and second is absolute grading. So relative grading is based on the distribution of marks obtained by all the students of the course and the grades awarded based on the cutoff marks or a percentile. Under the absolute grading, the marks are converted to grades based on the predetermined class interval. To implement the following grading system, the colleges and universities can use any one of the above method. So, but currently most of the university following absolute grading system because everything is predetermined class interval. According to that they have to provide the marks and grade. So now talking about letter grade and grade point. So these are letter grade which is suggested by UGC, and that should be followed. And that should grades are denoted by O means outstanding, A plus means excellent, A means very good, B plus good, B means average, C means below average, P means pass, F means fail. So here you can see uh, the letter grade and grade point. So AO means outstanding, grade point 10, A plus excellent 9, A very good 8, B plus good 7, B means above average 6, C means average, P means pass, F means fail. So these are letter grades and grade point. And other than above, I means incomplete, DT means detained or debarred, S means satisfactory. Now, this is mark criteria on what mark interval for the letter grade. So the score of internal and external assessment are added up for conversion into letter grade at the predetermined class interval, and the grades shall be rewarded as per criteria given in the table. O means outstanding, 10 means if any student score marks 90 or more than 90, the grade will be O and grade point will be 10. So here in this table, according to these marks, you can map the corresponding grade and grade point. 80, 89, 9, 70 to 79, 8, 60 to 69, 7. Because these are very important when you are going to calculate SGPA or CGPA. Now, a student obtaining grade F shall be considered failed and will be required to reappear the examination. And for non-credit courses, satisfactory or unsatisfactory shall be indicated, but that will be now considered when you are going to calculate SGPA and CGPA. So the university can decide on the grade or percentage of the marks required to pass in the course, बिकॉज ये यूनिवर्सिटी पर डिपेंड करता है कि वो पासिंग मार्क्स कितना रखते हैं, 40 रखते हैं, 50 रखते हैं, 60 रख सकते हैं. इट्स टोटली डिपेंड अपॉन them. So the university can decide on the grade or percentage of marks required to pass in a course, and also the CGPA required to qualify for a degree, taking into consideration the recommendation of the statutory professional councils such as AICTE, MCI, BCI, and CTE. Now, how to calculate SGPA, CGPA, and AGPA? So, this is credit. So, every subject contain a credit. Okay, and what letter grade student has scored, and this is grade point corresponding letter grade. Okay, now what you have to do, you have to multiply this credit into this into this into this into this into this into this. So here you can see the multiplication. Now add all this. We get 139 and add this. Now divide credit point by total credit. Here you get SGPA. This is simple procedure. क्रेडिट मतलब किसी हर सब्जेक्ट को हम एक क्रेडिट अलॉट करते हैं, और क्रेडिट एक क्रेडिट का मतलब ये होता है कि उस कोर्स की पर वीक एक क्लास 1 घंटे की क्लास होगी, और यहाँ पर लिखा है कोर्स 1 मीन्स 3 मीन्स पर वीक उस सब्जेक्ट की 3 घंटे की क्लास होनी है. दैट्स वाई दैट मीन्स क्रेडिट. 4 क्रेडिट मतलब उसकी 4 घंटे की क्लास चल रही है, मीन्स 4 क्लासेस हो रही हैं 1 घंटे की. तो बेसिकली क्रेडिट का मतलब ये होता है, ये क्रेडिट मीन्स 1 आवर पर वीक. नाउ सीजीपीए की बात करें तो देखिए फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर का एसजीपीए आपका 6.9, क्रेडिट 20. तो व्हाट यू हैव टू डू, मल्टीप्लाई दिस इनटू दिस, 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 दिस इनटू दिस. अब सबको ऐड कर दीजिए. ओके, आप यहाँ पर देख सकते हैं, सबको ऐड कर दीजिए एंड डिवाइडेड बाय टोटल क्रेडिट. दिस इज टोटल क्रेडिट एंड वी गेट CGPA. So this is procedure for calculating SGPA and CGPA. Now talking about format of transcript. This is very much important to know. अगर हम चॉइस बेस्ड क्रेडिट सिस्टम फॉलो कर रहे हैं तो देयर इज नो नीड टू रिप्रेजेंट मार्क्स in your transcript. What you have to represent? First one is subject code. Okay. Second is subject name. Third is credit, letter grade, grade point, and SGPA. This is sufficient. There is no need to mention marks if you are following the choice-based grading system. Here you can see the example of University of Delhi. They are following choice-based grading system. So here you can see paper code, paper name, paper type. If you are interested to give, so you can give. This is general elective. These are core, and this is uh, ability enhancement compulsory course. Here you can see the credit, letter grade, grade point, and this is credit points. Just sum all this and divided by total credit, you will get your SGPA. So this is a standard format for a transcript when you are following choice-based grading system. Now, these are some important keywords, and we will be aware most of them. But just let me recap. Academic year means two consecutive semester. One is odd, one is even. Choice-based grading system we have already discussed. Course means program. Credit-based semester system means in a particular degree we have to earn minimum credit to complete that degree. Credit point means is the product of grade point and number of credit. Credit means a unit by which the course work is measured, and it is determined the number of hours of instruction required per week. One credit is equivalent to 1 hour of teaching or 2 hours of practical work. CGPA means this is a communicative performance of a student over all the semester. Means if there are 2 semester means CGPA of 2 semester, 3 semester means CGPA of 3 semester. Grade point means it is a numerical weight allotted to each letter. Grade on 10 point school. Letter grade means it is index of performance of a student in a set course. Program, an educational program leading to award degree, diploma or certificate. SGPA means this is giving the performance of particular semester, and semester means each semester will consist of 15 to 18 weeks of academic work equivalent to 19 actual date, and the art semester may be scheduled from July to December, even semester from January to June. And transcript or grade card means this is a report card which contain your performance within that course. So, and semester system and choice-based case system. So the Indian higher education institution have been moving from the conventional annual system to semester system. Currently, many of the institutes have already introduced the choice-based grading system. The semester system accelerates the teaching learning process and involves vertical and horizontal mobility in learning. The credit-based semester system provides flexibility in designing curriculum and assigning credit based on the course content and hours of teaching. And the choice-based grading system provides a cafeteria type of approach in which the student can take courses of their choice, learn at their own pace, undergo additional courses, and acquire more than the required credits, and adopt an interdisciplinary approach to learning. So it is desirable that the higher education institute move to CBCS and implement the grading system. So this is all about choice-based grading system, and I think you must know why it is required, how we can implement choice-based system, what grading system we should follow, and what should be format of choice-based under the choice-based grading system. So thank you for watching this. Thank you.